Hello and welcome to another SH Figuarts review. This is Kamen Rider Amazon New Omega. I wasn't really gonna get this, but then the price wasn't too expensive, so hey, why not? This is Season 2 form of Kamen Rider Amazon, and yes, I do know that they're not doing a Season 3 and instead concluding the main story with a movie. So that's something that they're doing instead of the third season. So what comes next after Kamen Rider Amazon? I hope they continue doing more Amazon Prime, more exclusive, more adult TV series. That would be cool, but let's see how that goes. I hope they do more of that. Then we have, the more kiddie ones that's on TV now, and we also have the more mature and stylized ones that's akin to the early Heisei stuff, that's similar to like Kuga and Agito and all that, because we do miss series like that. The box is stylized just like all the other Kamen Rider Amazon ones, with this really nice sort of misty feel to it, and actually makes the box quite classy looking. And let's a good look at the back of the box. Inside the box, of course, you have an instruction sheet, which is very similar to Kamen Rider Neo, Amazon Neo's instruction sheet. This figure is essentially just a different colored version of Kamen Rider Amazon Neo. Even the plastic tray is the same, so not too much will fly out. Quick look at the tray, and it is the exact same tray as Kamen Rider Amazon Neo. Accessory wise, apart from the fist already attached to the figure, we also have two spray open hands, two posing kind of clawy hands, and an arm attachment with the blade coming out, and of course an extra little henshin bottle thing that they use for this new type of belt. Articulation wise, head has a double joint, looks up, looks down. His arms and the collar does get away a little bit, so do a little bit careful when moving that back there. You want to snap that. And of course full rotation of the head. There we go. And then we got the double joint for the shoulder, and the shoulder pads are hinged on the arm itself. And I think it's just a hinge, no ball joints in the shoulder pads. Arm can go up, down, full rotation, and an upper arm joint there, full rotation here. Double elbow joint, but due to the way his suit is built, he can't actually utilize it too much, and that's as far as his arms are going. And hand is on as a ball peg swiveling joint, so you can move it around. This arm, however, does have an extra joint here due to the gimmick of these arm blade. He has an extra peg on the lower arm, so that this arm bit can turn as well. It's not meant to turn, but it's just like a little bonus. Torso, double ball joints that go up, forward, sideways, sideways. Good. Full rotation there. He's not human, he's an Amazon after all, so woo. And the belt is loose, which is good, hides the joint as well as it can come off. And legs can go down just like the regular Amazon Neo Omega. Full rotation here. Yep, need to watch out of these knee pads falling out. That's very annoying. Plug that back in. Dropped it a few times while posing for photos. So if you want to move his leg up into sitting position or kneeling position, you need to pull the leg down a little bit, and then you can do that. Due to the way this paint is, do be careful when you're scratching the paint off. If you just do that, it's going to rub against the hip piece a lot, which is hard plastic, so just pull the leg down and pull this up, and then you just push it back up once you're done. Double knee joint, which you can fully access, really, and a foot is on a hinge and swivel, and he's got a toe joint which goes about 45 degrees, and there's nothing underneath his boot, it's just flat. Here's a comparison look at the two figures that the most closely resemble this new one right here. On the left hand side we have the original Omega, and you can see that a lot of parts are reused from that figure because he is still the same rider, still using the same Amazon genes to transform. So if you look at it, his left arm is pretty much the same mold, his right upper arm's the same, and the lower legs are all the same as well. And I think the tummy, the tummy piece is also the same mold. And on the right hand side we have an Amazon Neo there, which you can see is mostly the same shape, but it's not the same mold. The only same mold we have here is the right arm that can swap with the blade arm, and the hands are all the same as well, they're just different colored. The belt is also the same mold, but it has a slightly different color. He has a slightly orangey yellow tint to the henshin device, and his is just a white color. And while being very similar, the chest armor is different, of course, because with Omega here you have all this black bits coming out, and helmet itself is actually entirely different mold. I think the the jawline is a bit the same, but the rest of it is quite different. Color-wise, the figure in the middle here, the saturation seems to be a little bit higher and it seems to be a little bit darker compared to the other two figures. The green is much more vibrant, the red is almost the same, and the chest armor is darker compared to Amazon Neo right there. Now, I've seen quite a few people complaining online that the figure here isn't that accurate to his TV show counterpart, and that's because the black area on his armor is way too shiny. In fact, all of the black armor pieces should have more of a metallic shine to it, which is entirely missing from this figure. And yeah, that's really bad. That's a really bad oversight. He uses the same leg and hip assembly. He can sit on Amazon's bike very easily, just like the regular version of the figure. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any bike holding hands, and the bike holding hands do not come with the bike itself. They came with the original Amazon figure. So if you don't have the original Amazon figure and you want him to ride on a bike, you don't have hands for that, and it's going to get quite hard to do that because he's not going to have any grip whatsoever. So you do need the original figure set to put him on the bike if that's what you want to do. Molding wise, this figure is pretty good with a lot of the details popping out and the overall figure feeling pretty sturdy. There's not too many areas where I feel like the risk of snapping or breaking, so the overall figure feels pretty good to mess around and pose around for different photo shoots and etc. The paint job does have a few other issues aside from that black armor area. There's a few hairline marks here and there. There's a little bit of red on the black area on my helmet, and there's a little bit of a metallic paint not quite reaching the edge, but overall those are really just nitpicks. If you just look at the figure on the shelf, it really looks pretty much perfect aside from the black armor paint. So overall, this figure is pretty good. The accessory wise, he does feel a little bit lacking, and like I said, you don't have the item holding hands for him to ride on the bike, and I really wish that would have come with him, and Amazon Neo, because he doesn't have hair like that as well, which is pretty annoying. But overall, this figure is decent enough. It's just not the best. This is an easy skip for anyone who doesn't care about Amazon's TV series that much, or if they only seen season 1, or they only pick up the main figures. This one is an easy skip, an easy pass. It remains to be seen how important this suit is in the upcoming movie next year. The good news is this figure is pretty cheap right now, so if you do like the design of this and you have some skill in repainting certain areas of this, I recommend just getting a lot of masking tape and just mask all the areas that you don't want to spray, and just get a little bit of a metallic paint and also a dark transparent, like a blackish grey transparent paint, and you should be able to get the details back up to what it should be like in the show. So black spray, grey transparent, and then of course you want a gloss, and then a little, and matte finish is optional, I think, because it's not too glossy in the film, so you just want to matte it up just a little bit. So 4 spray cans to fix this, which sounds like a lot, come to think of it. Good thing, like I said, this figure is pretty cheap right now, in Hong Kong anyway, so if you like the design, then you can pick it up. It's not too bad, but it's not essential at all. This video useful, enjoyed it, please consider clicking the like button, subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and of course you can also check out many of my other videos on Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, DC, Marvel, Sailor Moon, and many other figure types on this channel. I also do videos on Henshin toys, as well as sometimes some snack foods, and of course a lot of Lego, as well as bootleg Lego, so you can check those videos out as well. If you want to support this channel, please turn ad block off. I would appreciate that so much. If you don't want to do that but still want to support this channel, please considering heading over to Patreon there and supporting the channel that way. As always, take care, have a nice day. I'll see you guys soon, and open your Amazons. What if that means?